Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Buffalo's offense will get the first crack at it here. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Avery. Bringing the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Catch in the middle. It's Gilliam. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. All kinds of room to the right. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum.
Touchdown, Boise State! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That's caught. It's Stoneburner.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Avery. A little screen to the running back. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Mooney. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. There he goes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense?
The quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat him.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Bulls need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Caught over the middle. It's Gilliam. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Continues to fight for yards. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Makes a man miss. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of... where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw again. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Broncos! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Buffalo has it back, but see what the Bulls offense can do. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Bulls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for a man. It's Avery. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
He'll take a shot. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Boise State ready to send up that offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets it out quickly. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throw it toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
To the air, it's Avery. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking downfield on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. This one's complete. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Going for it all. Touchdown Broncos! They went for it all and it paid off with the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Looking downfield. It's Avery. Makes the grab on the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The sure hands, it's Stoneburner. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Got his man in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Zings it complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, Buffalo! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Big.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete to the right. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Broncos are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
They're working that left side and tackled there by the defense.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice room.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they missed the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Finds the tight end. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Gilliam. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Avery. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Give to the running back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Frank. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling...
Makes the grab on the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The corners are walked up tight. Pressure coming. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Boise State. Back to throw, it's Avery. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the...
Touchdown, Buffalo! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He's...